only mode.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, and happy Thursday. My name is Sandy Elson, and on behalf of the travel professional community and homebasedtravelagent.com, I welcome all of you to today's webinar. We have a really exciting presentation for you today titled Learn About Valentin Imperial Maya and Exclusive Group Travel. Exclusive Group Travel is a tour operator led by industry veterans, which specializes in groups and individual reservations of all kinds. Exclusive Group Travel sells exclusively to travel agents, and we appreciate that. And they are here to help you grow your business. They are joined today by their partner, Valentin Imperial Maya, a gorgeous, adults-only, all-inclusive hotel in Riviera Maya, Mexico. Our speakers today are Katie Gorga, Inside Sales Manager at Exclusive Group Travel, and Keith Kugler, Business Development Manager for Valentin Imperial Maya. Before we get started, please remember that you are all muted, but we do welcome your questions. Please type your questions in at any time during the webinar on the right-hand panel you see on your screen. And at the end of the presentation, we'll get to as many questions as we can. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to Katie so she can get started. I'll be back a little bit later with your questions. Welcome, Katie.
Thank you so much, Sandy, and thank you to everyone who is joining us today. I really appreciate you taking the time to join us and learn more about EGT and our great partner, Valentin Imperial Maya. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about our company and who we are. We are a unique company currently specializing in individual and group travel to Mexico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Bahamas, and Aruba, and we do have a portfolio of hotels and destinations growing daily. Our company is led by Steve Gorga, who has over 30 years experience working with the travel agent community, and the company was founded by Elise Elkin, who has over 25 years experience working with the hospitality leadership. So it really is a winning combination between the two of them and the great team that they have behind them. We are completely focused on customer service. So as Sandy mentioned before, we only sell to the travel agent. So we are certainly focused on you, and we want to make sure that you have the best experience working with us and that your clients have great vacations and keep coming back to you. We have a great website, which is exclusivegrouptravel.com. If you haven't had the chance to check it out and register with us, I hope you will do so sometime soon. If you go to exclusivegrouptravel.com, in the upper right-hand side of the screen, it'll say Agent Login. If you click on that, it'll take you to a page where you can complete an online form to work with us. So I hope that you will do that. We have our local number and our toll-free number on the screen, as well as the appropriate prompts if you'd like to give us a call. Right now, our call center hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But of course, we do have 24/7 service and support. So if your clients were traveling and something were to happen, we would certainly be able to take care of them immediately. We're working with Olympus Tours in Mexico and the Dominican Republic as our ground operator. And I'm sure if you've worked with them before, you know how they offer such great service for our mutual clients. One of my favorite things about Olympus is that even when booking shared transfers, your clients will not make more than 3 stops before getting to their hotel. So it's not like being loaded on one of those big buses or big vans and having 8 or 9 stops beforehand. That does not happen with Olympus. And we do fully commissioned transfers, of course, and tours and all the other components. We have a really great website that focuses on groups and FITs. But for groups, it's really amazing because after you have a signed group contract with EGT, you are actually able to manage that group online. You can book the individual rooms online, and you'll get individual booking numbers for each room. And you can book individual air for each passenger. You can apply payments online, all at your fingertips whenever you need that. Some additional features: we have a competitive price match policy. We have a great travel protection plan featuring cancel for any reason. We can send your commissions to you via ACH, so it'll go through direct deposit. And we do have distinguishing documents, holders, and luggage tags. So in the middle of the screen, you'll see that orange booklet. That's an example of our documents. And each booking that you make with EGT, you can get a complimentary set of these documents, including 2 bag tags and that EGT document holder, which is a waterproof iPad case. And today, just for our attendees who are with us today, we're going to offer you a $50 American Express gift card for every new FIT booking made to Valentin Hotels from today until July 2nd, and travel can be for any time. So I really hope that you take advantage of this. I think you'll love using our website. I think you'll love working with our great customer loyalty agents that we have in our house. Everybody is thrilled to be working with our travel agent partners. So simply enter code VALEN15 at the time of booking, and we'll send you your gift card once final payment has been made. And of course, we will email this information out to you as well. So thank you so much. Keith, you can take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you see my screen? I'm assuming you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see it, Keith. Yep,
okay,
we can see
very
it.
good. I'll proceed. Again, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Keith Kugler. I represent Valentin Imperial Maya, and we thank you for taking time out today to learn more about this great property. Valentin Imperial Maya is a very romantic luxury product. We are about 7 years old. We are 5-star, all-inclusive, deluxe, all-suite, adult-only property. We say adult-only 18 and over, but the reality is most of our clients are, late 20s, 30s, and up. This particular property, we're owned by a family in Spain, and they've done an awesome job in building and servicing all of our mutual clients. We are located just south of Cancun. If you were to go directly from the airport, we are 25 minutes from airport to our door, and just south of Puerto Morales. Also, we are about 20 minutes, 25 minutes north of Playa del Carmen as well. So we're in a great, great area. This aerial view shows our property. In red, you can see the upper part. Hopefully, you can see my cursor, the mouse. This is our property here. And over here, just highlighting this as a local golf course that is so close to us that if you have any golfers anyway, we want to make sure that your clients know that we have that availability close to us. Welcome home is pretty much our mantra. When your clients arrive, they get a sparkling wine and warm smile, a cool cloth to refresh themselves. Check in the main lobby, which is just an awesome lobby, huge ceilings, pillars, lots of granite and that. But the check-in isn't done at a counter, it's done at a desk. And if you can't be taken care of immediately, we have large seating areas. You can see the couple there on the right sitting and waiting. And we have some beverage service while you are waiting. The golf cart that is shown, we have carts roaming around the property all the time. And they can be called on demand because we are over 500 units. It is fairly large. However, after being there for a short time, most people realize that it's very walkable. Most of the time, I only take the cart when I check in and check out because of the bags that we have. This is a resort map which is available on our website. And our website, by the way, is valentinmaya.com. It's very helpful in selecting the different categories because in working with the resort for about 5 years now and talking with travel agents, and I was on the agent side for many years, it's nice to have something descriptive to show where the room locations and the total layout of the property are. So don't hesitate to go on and take a look at that. This is our Deluxe Junior Suite. This is the lowest category and is the worst room in the house. I always tell agents you can put me in here at any time. I was just down again about 6-8 weeks ago and stayed in this category. Wonderful room, over 500 square feet. Has a couch, as you can see. This category of rooms, we just put in all new mattresses and flat screen TVs. The bathrooms have a separate shower and lavatory. And I want to point out, this is the only category we have that does not have a jacuzzi. As you can see in the upper right picture, there is a bathtub, and it does have jets, but we won't qualify or categorize it as a jacuzzi. But very comfortable room with balconies as well. The location of these deluxes, you can see in the code 3, 4, and 5. Those are kind of in the center here. So in a very nice location, well distributed, close to the main pool. The next category up is the same exact size as the previous ones. The difference here is that we have a jacuzzi tub built into the wall between the bathroom and the sleeping area. and it is you know, a regular jacuzzi tub. So very nice. Oftentimes this is what I kind of consider entry-level honeymoon suite, all king beds in this category. And these are located buildings 1 and 2 off to the side a little bit. They're not remote, but they are just a little more private here, but still close to the pool and all of the public areas. Next category are the Golden Junior Suites, and this is, as you can see, is closer to 700 square feet. These are large and have a separate sitting area and sleeping area, so you're going to have 2 TVs in there, one in each one of those areas, and a huge jacuzzi tub, which is built into the wall again. But this category, you can close the doors to separate that into the bathroom as well. Wonderful balconies on these. It's a great view, as you're going to see here in just a second. The first floor on this, and this is a 3-story building, and all of these I've talked about so far are 3-story buildings with elevators. In this particular category, on the main floor, it's what we call our swim ups, or some people refer to them as swim outs. As you can see in the picture in the upper right side, there's a patio door, there's some patio furniture there, a little patch of grass with some lounge chairs, and then a pool that is just for the Golden Swim Up buildings in that area. And as you can see, the configuration of the room in the picture here is slightly different. We do have, excuse me, a couple of different room layouts which are somewhat scattered in the resort, but they're all very nice, very comfortable. These are some views from the Goldens, and you can see in the picture on the right how the pool kind of wraps around the front of the building. It's 3 large buildings that are in kind of a Y shape, and there's some oases out there with jacuzzi tubs. Bottom left, you see we have a bar. There's some bar service, and this year we've introduced some snacks and that, so we have food service back here as well. In the past, people would have to go off to one of the buffets or over to the main pool area to get food, but now we have that there. So I can tell you it's real private. I've stayed in this category, and it's nice because although other people could come over here, I guess no one does. So when you look out and see the few number of people out by the pool, even in situations where we're totally full, you can see just how private it is. So it's very, very popular with our honeymooners, anniversaries, birthdays, special occasions. We get a lot of repeat guests coming back here as well. And these are located in the buildings 6, 7, and 8, as you can see. And you can see how the pool wraps around the entire front of those 3 buildings. The green spot in the center there, as you maybe saw in the previous slide, is a lagoon. It's kind of a bird sanctuary, some wildlife there, because we are in the jungle. Lots of foliage and ground cover and that, so you do see some wildlife. And again, there's a few birds in that there as well. The next category, and basically the last category, are the Emerald Junior Suites, and these are categorized as partial ocean view. Nice size rooms, over 600 square feet. All of them have a large jacuzzi tub out on the balcony. These particular rooms are, these buildings are 2-story, and they do not have elevators. And they are the closest to the beach. And as we say partial ocean view, you can see a little bit on the left side there, and we'll see some other pictures too, but there is a sand dune in front of it, and the foliage has been removed, so it is fairly open. But in some of the areas on the first floor, you may see it, or you may hear it and smell it, but you may not see the ocean. But it is right at the ocean because of it is a sand, but there is just a large sand dune there. This is also a good time to mention, as long as everything is on the bottom of the screen, that all of our suites have Wi-Fi, all have laptop-sized safes, satellite TV, flat screens, mini bars that are stocked daily, 24-hour room service, and we do have concierge service available in the different buildings, so there's always going to be someone closer by the category that your clients would be in. These buildings are, this category is up here. I just went too far, sorry about that. Up toward the water, as you can see. And I'm just going to point out a couple of things here as long as we're looking at this map. We have a walking path that goes out here to the beach, and there's a beach bar at this location. Also over here is kind of the main, or categorized as the main walkway out, and we have a large palapa bar right there just as you enter onto the beach. Also, a couple of restaurants we're going to talk about next are located in this area, which are open for breakfast and lunch. So these rooms are really kind of a nice area to be in terms of being close to restaurants, beach, etc. Very nice category of room. I've stayed in this category, and again, I couldn't be happier. It's just very comfortable. We do have what we categorize a privilege club there, and although we are full all-inclusive, if you have clients who are looking for something just a little bit special, we do offer that at an additional fee, which is, I think, it's $60 to $65 a person a day. But with that, they get a private check-in. Instead of going into the main lobby to check in, there's a smaller private privilege lounge. We have concierge service, especially for them. You can get an early or late check-in. We'll customize the bar in their room, and you can see all the extra things that are done. And I think maybe a couple of key things is there is an area by the pool and on the beach where we can, or where the privilege guests can reserve a chair. And also our restaurants are, basically first come, first serve, no reservations, but if they are in Privilege Club, they are entitled to and can make a reservation. It's a very nice option, and some people see a great value in it and some don't, but for those who want something special, it's a great option for them. Just very quickly here, I want to mention we also have like 16 one-bedroom suites, and these suites are on the top floor of the buildings on the end, and are a full bedroom with them, very large double jacuzzis in the bathrooms. These come with that Privilege Club amenities as well. These are pretty popular, well, for anyone wanting just more space and more relaxation area, but one of the categories also has a huge patio, and we oftentimes have, when there's a wedding, we have the bridal couple that will use this room for entertaining, etc. It's a very nice. But again, we don't have a lot of them, 16, so plan ahead. Tell your clients, because they are popular, and as you can see, over 1,000 square feet. I mean, I raised a family in a house not much bigger than that. Maybe a swim in one of the largest pools in Riviera Maya. This is an awesome pool, and in a regard, it doesn't even show a good perspective in some ways. It's huge. It's very long. On the far end of what we're looking at here, there's usually activity there during the day, some pool games, etc., music, and so on. Also, we have 2 swim-up bars, large palapas, one on either side of the pool because it is so large. And we even have a walkway across the pool because it's so large. And you can see down in this area, we have areas where you can sit on the shelf in some water and in the lounge chairs. Also, right here, we have lunch buffet service. You can do all kinds of activity planning here as well. But it is an awesome pool. And I just want to mention, when I was down there just a few weeks ago, and I think this is worthy of mentioning, the weather was somewhat inclement. It was like in the high 70s, and we had 20-mile-an-hour winds there. And when you get those kind of winds off the water, it's kind of cool. We walked over to the beach, and I don't think there were 2 people on the beach. But when we came back to the pool and we're walking around the pool, yes, it was full, but you know what? We were still able in the middle of the afternoon to find a couple of chairs, and you never, ever had the sense that the resort was full, and we were full. There were not an empty room on the property. So the way the property is laid out, you never have a sense of being crowded or seeing a lot of people. We have great things in store for you or your clients when they come down from a restaurant standpoint. The Le Marché is our buffet restaurant, excellent service, excellent food in here. The open, of course, for breakfast and lunch, and there's it's semi al fresco is pretty open air, and we have some open air tables that actually sit over some of the water features as well, but very, very good food, wonderful pico de gallo, wonderful guacamole, homemade ice creams, pastas, you name it. Anyway, very, very good. Then, when the sun goes down, enjoy theme nights, which we have in the plaza, but we also have 7 unlimited a la carte restaurants. Again, there are no wristbands at this resort, and we have no reservations that are required except one exception I'll cover in a minute. If there is a wait, you get a beeper just like most of you would experience in cities you live in, so that you can walk off to any one of the bars on the property, and once your pager goes off, you have 15 minutes to go back and claim your table. I tend to eat, or we tend to eat just a little bit early, maybe 6:30, and can tell you even again when the resort is full, it's just not a problem. Normally the wait is minimal, if any. If you're going during the more popular times, yeah, there might be a little wait, but again, you have a lot of restaurant choices there, as well as several bars you can go to while you're waiting. The first restaurant we're going to look at is the Ginger. This is our Japanese restaurant, and I always think it's interesting that so many people go to Mexico and eat Japanese food, but it is our most popular restaurant. And within it, we also have, as you can see in the lower right side there, we have a sushi bar. And we do have teppanyaki tables. There are 2 of them, and that is the only area that does require a reservation, and your clients can get that from the concierge. And it is somewhat limited, but they do that on a daily basis. So I would encourage people to do it if they can. I did last time, and we really enjoyed it. Next to the Ginger is our Italian restaurant. Again, awesome food, great selections. There's some outdoor dining available here. We've made some great changes in the restaurant. I don't want to say upgraded because it was upgraded before, but we've added a nice large wine cellar in here and some other decor. And the food in here is excellent. And I know I've talked to people, you know, we all have our favorites, but people who go down for a week and will eat in this restaurant for 3 or 4 nights of the week. Personally, the French is maybe my favorite restaurant. Of all the restaurants, it is the most formal, saying here that we have a strict dress code, but our dress code is pretty much like any resort that you your guests would enjoy in Caribbean or Mexico, in that we just ask men to wear long pants, a collared shirt, closed-toed shoes, trying to, you know, avoid that tank top and shorts thing for dinners. So that is required in our restaurants, and the French restaurant is maybe more strict about that code than the rest, but it's not a problem at all. Again, wonderful food. On the upper right picture there, you see we have a private dining room as well, so for a small group they can have some private dining. Next is somewhat unusual maybe, as we have an Indonesian restaurant, lots of curry dishes and some great chef creations there with some outdoor dining availability as well. I don't want to say unusual, but very different and good. I've eaten in here several times and have never been disappointed with the food. Mexican, of course, we do have a great Mexican restaurant. This restaurant has gone to a little more of the Tex-Mex, if you will, but we do have a separate traditional Mexican food menu and area within the restaurant. So if someone wants more traditional Mexican food, it's still available there. Also, I want to mention, before I forget, all of our restaurants have healthy choice, vegetarian and gluten-free entrees. So no matter what restaurant, if they're in, you know, whether it be the Italian, French, Mexican, whichever of the restaurants, are always going to have those choices. And as a matter of fact, even in our buffet in the Le Marché, in the dessert areas, there's a separate area with gluten-free dessert. So we're very conscious of people's eating habits and try to do our best to accommodate everyone for whatever their needs might be. The last 2 restaurants here are the Tiara and our or seafood grill. And these are in two large palapas down at or close to the beach that I pointed out before. These two restaurants happen to be open for breakfast and buffet for breakfast and lunch as well. But they are al fresco dining. It is not enclosed, and there's some nice outdoor seating areas, but great food here. It's a wonderful ambiance, closer to the ocean. You get the sound of the ocean in the background. It's just a very nice ambiance. Also in the same area, about a year and a half, going on 2 years ago now, we introduced a surcharge restaurant. And for all of you agents who sell cruises as well, it's no different than the specialty restaurants on a cruise ship. We have wonderful restaurants, but if somebody is looking for something a little special, or maybe it's a special occasion, or they're just looking for something different, they can go to the corner and there is a surcharge. And the menu for this is actually on our website as well, if anybody cares to go on and look at that. But here you can get lobster, some maybe upgrades of or cuts of meat. Service is a little bit higher level because there's more servers per table, etc. But a nice choice. If you're there for 3 or 4 nights, man, we've got such good restaurants that may not even interest people. If you're there for a week, I would say maybe you want to go down and try it once. But a great experience. Again, these are all al fresco dining. Also, we do at a surcharge romantic dinners on the beach, which is pretty cool. Just a couple and a private waiter and that. Lots of marriage proposals made on the beach, and that can be arranged ahead of time as well. Walkways to the beach, this is what I was telling you about earlier. Upper left picture is the foliage in front of the Emerald Suite. So you can see through the trees, you can see the sand, and then the palapas on the beach. On the upper right picture, this is what I guess we would term as our main walkway to the beach, and down at the end there on the left, you would see a large palapa bar. And there's also a nice soft ice cream machine right there too as you walk by, self-serve if you want. On the beach, we do have beverage service as well. And our beach is beautiful. It is an awesome beach. We have wonderful palapas out there, lots of chairs. Again, beverage service at the beach, very swimmable. We have non-motorized water sports. You can get a little sailboat or catamarans and go out in the water, and you see the people swimming there. You can walk in either direction. I would say a good half, 3/4 of a mile to your left as you step out onto the beach. It's just a nice sand beach all the way. Activities at the Valentin, several things. We do have a theater I'll talk a little more about briefly. Activities by the pool. We have bicycles people can just pick up and play. We have an outdoor area where there's a pool table, ping pong tables. We have a fitness center with new equipment just a couple of years ago. Sports bar where there's some activities as well. We also have a chef's garden. This is seasonally depending on what's growing. The chefs try to use whatever herbs are in season or growing at that or matured at that time. So it's kind of a fun thing and fits into the theme of wellness and trying to be conscious of not only menus and that, but just lifestyle. Spa, we're not known as a spa destination, but we certainly have a nice selection. You can get spa treatments in the spa, on the beach, by the pool. Just about anything you need. So if you have someone there for a week and they want a few different spa treatments, there's not a problem with variety of that. As I mentioned, entertainment in the theater, the Palenque, we have live performance every night. Which is quite good. It gives people something to do because during the day it is a self-contained resort for the most part. So it's nice for people to have something different every night. And every night it is a different performance, and there's a bar within that as well. So very enjoyable. Several bars, I think, may have been on a slide. I think we have like 12 bars total, counting the pool bars. We have a martini bar out by the lobby area. Close to the plaza where you can get favorite drink and of course martinis and even some coffee. The plaza is our most popular area. It's kind of like being in a small Mexican village and having a plaza where people congregate at night. And I can just about guarantee if you see somebody at the pool or on the beach during the day, and gosh, you wish you'd gotten their name or room number or something because you didn't. If you go to the plaza, I can just about guarantee you that in the course of the evening, those people are going to come through here. There's live entertainment every night. There's a small dance floor. There are theme nights there, so sometimes you have tables of vendors set up around that area, and it is just off of this area to the one side where the all of the restaurants are too. So it's a good area for people to come and sit and wait, but it's very nice, and there's a bar here as well. Again, I mentioned the sports bar. Just to tell you that all of the bars here close between midnight and 1 o'clock, with the exception of the sports bar, which is open until 2. And for that reason, I always say that we're not the hard party area with a young crowd would hang out at, but we have enough activities and enough bars open to a suitable time for most people that we keep the sports bar open until 2 a.m. and that tends to have the little bit younger crowd, but that is the latest that we're there. Don McGill is another bar, fairly large, piano music, tea in the afternoon. It's just kind of a nice quiet spot to go to. And we also have a cigar bar. You can even go in there and get a Cuban cigar, which is legal to do in Mexico. So there's no shortage of bars and things to do when at the resort. And we do have some shopping there as well, some different shops, jewelry, clothing, typical sundries, etc. On-site weddings coordinators, Ana Munoz leads that department, a younger gal who she's just a sweetheart and does a great job. We do weddings on the beach. We have a gazebo, and we also have a Catholic chapel, which is a sanctioned Catholic church chapel, so people do have to be Catholic to be married there, but it's great, surrounded by water. You have to cross a little bridge to enter it. The gazebo is awesome, and we also have an outdoor event area, which is quite popular for wedding dinners, following ceremonies, etc. So we have a lot of choices, so don't overlook us when you're looking for wedding destination weddings. Groups and conventions, also same thing. We have a lot of capabilities here. We have the theater that we can use during the day for meetings and set up in many configurations. And again, all of this is covered on our website as well, so we won't spend too much time on that. We are environmentally conscious. We try to recycle. We won awards for this, and we encourage our guests to do the same, separating trash as we go. So we just want people to know that we are conscious of the environment and do our best to protect as much of it as we can. Now, it doesn't, if you haven't been there, it's always hard to explain something until you've experienced it. So I can sit here all day and tell you how great the property is, and I can tell you that in the last year and a half or so, our repeat business has absolutely skyrocketed. Our occupancy is very high. We've done a great job. But 5 years in a row, we've gotten Condé Nast Reader's Choice Award, TripAdvisor Certificate of Excellence. There's just a lot of people who come here who love it and come back and back and back. So with that being said, we're going to try here, if you just bear with me for a second, we're going to try to show a video. We have a new video. It's about 3 minutes long, and it was taken with a drone, so we get a real good perspective of it. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, we'll come back and close it out real quick. So I'm just going to switch screens here. I'm not sure if you can hear me over this, but in case you can, I will point out a couple of things. That is our main pool there. Beautiful grounds as you enter. Foliage, and that is just manicured. Another great pool picture. This is our Catholic chapel right here, surrounded by water and covered walkways. It's gorgeous. It's outside of our lobby. This is a registration area and the main lobby. That was in front of the Emerald Suites. Dining over here was a buffet. Here you can see the pool wrapped around the Golden Juniors. Again, the Catholic chapel. Tennis courts. There, I hope everyone was able to see that and enjoy it. It's a great video, and it is available on Exclusive Group Travel's website as well. You can go on, click on it, and look at it at your convenience. And again, want to remind you, we've got a $50 booking bonus with Exclusive Group Travel for all Valentin bookings made starting today through the 2nd of July, and it's for travel anytime. And again, that promo code is VALEN, V-A-L-E-N 15. So thank you for your time. I didn't have a timer going, so I hope I didn't run over too much.
Thank you so much, both Katie and Keith. We do have several questions about the resort, which looks absolutely gorgeous, so we'll get to them as many as we can.
Okay.
One of our agents wants to know if the beach has a lot of coral. I presume the water as well.
No, it does not have a lot of coral. If you look at TripAdvisor and some others in the past, we used to have people comment that our beach was rocky. And if you saw some of the pictures and you know the resort, you would recognize it. But when you step out onto the beach, if you were to go to the right, about a third of our beach has rocks on it, not coral, but there's some rocks there and in the water. It's an area where usually we have a lot of wettings because it adds an extra dimension in pictures and that with waves splashing on the rocks. However, if you look to the left and you walk in that direction, over half of our beach, 2/3 of it is just sand and is very swimmable. Very swimmable. Also in that video, I just wanted to mention, I saw on the video that it shows some seaweed along there. We have very little seaweed, and I think that must have been shot just after some winds or a little bit of a storm, because the seaweed is just not a problem on shore, and it is cleaned every day as well.
Fantastic. Just to let you know about the video, I was able to see it okay, but I wasn't able to hear anything. I don't know if that's true of everyone. So I'm happy that you were. I was able to hear you, yes.
Yeah, good. I'm glad I did a little narration because I couldn't tell from this end.
Yes, that worked out great. Katie, are you still on the line? We have a question about exclusive group travel.
Yes, of course.
And our agent wants to know if they can sign on to the exclusive group travel site as an individual agency, even if they belong to a host.
Yes, so what I would recommend doing is going to our website and then clicking on the agent login button on the right-hand side. And then on the next page, there's a link to the new client form. So the agent or the agency owner would complete the online form with all of their information, and then a member of our sales team would be in contact with the agent to discuss working together. But
Okay,
absolutely.
fantastic. Thank you. Keith, you mentioned that reservations are not required in all but the teppanyaki restaurant. Are guests able to make reservations if they want? Can
No.
they make them for the full stay? No,
No.
they can't.
No. The only people who can get a reservation are those in the privilege. If you have privilege, concierge can make a reservation for you. Otherwise, there are no reservations. Period. We don't take them. But again, it's really not a problem, or we've never experienced a problem in all the times that I've been at the resort, and the wait times are pretty minimal. So.
Okay, excellent. And is there any limit to the number of times people can dine in any particular
No.
restaurant?
No. If the French is your favorite, you can eat there every night if you'd like.
Okay.
All of them.
Is smoking allowed? Smoking in the outdoor dining areas?
You know what? No, I don't think so. I say that because I have never experienced anyone smoking there. No, it is not. You might have some people out on the beach or whatever, but otherwise we are a non-smoking property.
Excellent. A couple of questions about the surcharged restaurants. What is the surcharge? And is there a surcharge even for the Privilege Club members?
Privilege, that is included. The surcharge varies. It's just like going to any restaurant, depending on hors d'oeuvres, entrees, desserts, etc. And the menu is on our website. It's it'd be like reading a menu to you. There's just a variety of surcharges of the different food. But go to our website and look at it. And again, that is valentinmaya.com.
Okay, and is there an email address for you or for somebody that our agents can get in touch in case they have additional questions to the ones I'm about to ask? Or to exclusive group travel?
Yeah, through exclusive group travel would be the first option. And because there are several of us in sales positions across the country, it would be difficult to give you just one of our contact information because it wouldn't, be appropriate all the way across the country because I deal with just a small section in the center. But when you go onto the website, just about all of the areas on there, you'll find that there are email addresses that you can ask the resort directly as well. But exclusive group travel is a good partner of ours, and I would encourage agents to use that resource first.
Okay. Does the resort offer any kind of complimentary transportation into any shopping areas outside of the resort?
No, we do have shuttles that go daily into Playa del Carmen, and the cost of that is like $20 round trip. And that is really the only scheduled shuttle. Otherwise, there are taxis available there, can arrange for rental cars as well. It's really an easy area to drive in if people do want to rent a vehicle in advance. But Playa is the only scheduled shuttle we have.
Okay. Are top shelf beverages standard, or are they standard for Privilege Club?
We have what we call premium. All of our drinks for everyone is our premium brands. And, it's tough. I'm not a drinker, so I can't even give you good examples. I'm thinking we do have a list. I believe it's on our website. If not, if you contact exclusive group travel, they in turn can reach me or our director of sales, and we could provide you with a list. But the difference is we have the premium for all guests. We have top shelf, basically, for Privilege Club, and that's the other benefit with Privilege Club. We, if you're a Privilege Club, we even customize the bar, the mini fridge within the room, but there are quite a few choices. So if that's important, contact Exclusive and Group Travel, and we'd be happy to furnish you with some brands.
Okay, fantastic. You mentioned that there's a bar that closes at 2 a.m. Is that the last call for 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's the last call. If you want to party beyond that, you have to take it back to your room. And that's why I always like to specify we are a couples resort. We're very romantic, very popular honeymoon, anniversary, special occasion place. And we really don't get the hard partying group of, that group of 18 to 25, 30-year-olds. Not that we don't get people in that age group, but because of our typical age group, we don't keep the bars open. There isn't a need for them to be open that late because it just gets quiet. But we do have the sports bar. And again, the sports bar is a great place. If you'd have been down there this week, you'd have been able to watch the NBA finals. Any kind of a game that's going on is important is going to be on the TV in there as well.
Do you offer room service?
Yes, 24-hour room service. So between all of the restaurants, buffets, and 24-hour room service, there is never a need to go hungry. Can always get something any time of day or night. Okay.
Are there golf carts available or golf cart service to get around the resort?
Yes, they are. They roam the property, so you can hail one as they come by because all the walkways are very wide and are shared. There are no vehicles, street vehicles back in there, just the golf carts and the guests. So you can stop one at any point. If you want to schedule one, that's not a problem. You can call the front desk and they will send one to your building to pick you up. But I think most people are going to find after they've been there a day that it's not that difficult or that long of a walk to get most places. And we have some great signage throughout the resort for people if they are directionally challenged and think they're lost or whatever.
Okay, well, that's good. That would be me.
Yeah.
Do you have any car rental services available at the resort?
Any which? I'm sorry?
Car rental services?
Oh, yes, that can be arranged with the tour operator there, or Olympus could, I think, also help you. But we do have services available there, yes.
One of our agents wants to know if the sunbeds at the pool area are complimentary, which leads me to another question, and that is, could you go over what is not included in the price of a guest stay other than the surcharged restaurants?
Everything is included, basically. You could go to the resort and penniless and have a very nice week. The beds by the pool are predominantly, the majority of those beds by the pool are reserved for the privilege, okay? But there are other areas with lounge chairs in the similar types of covering as the beds by the pool for other guests. So it's not like they're going to be left out and not have any kind of accommodation by the pool or on the beach. And the beach is the same way. It is all open, first come, first serve. On one side, one section that is reserved for Privilege Club, some of the palapas and some beach beds. But on the beach, there aren't any beach beds for the regular guests. But other than that, gosh, there just aren't any other extra charges that anyone should have other than if they want spa treatments, etc.
Fantastic. One of our agents says, can you tell me about the travel agent reward program, and are there agent rates or fam trips available?
Yes and yes. We do have a travel agent fan club, as we call it, where agents earn points based on the clients, the number of nights and the category of room that they book. And they can accumulate those points to earn free nights, or the points don't have a cash value, but you can, or an agent can use the points to purchase something for a guest if they wanted to provide a bottle of champagne or chocolates or something like that. They could do that for a client. And also we do have, and that you can find that information on the website. And if anyone has any questions beyond that, please, contact Exclusive Group Travel. I hope you guys don't mind me by keeping saying that, but they'll direct it to us, and we will get the information to you. And yes, there are travel agent rates as well. And our travel agents rates are very good in the summer off season. They start at the $99 per person per night, and you can bring a guest with you.
That's wonderful. A couple of agents have asked if you could go over the details of the promotion again, the booking bonus.
Oh, that is exclusive. Do you want to cover that?
Sure, thanks, Keith. So for every new FIT booking made to any Valentin hotel, you can get a $50 American Express gift card, and that's for bookings made starting today until July 2nd for travel at any time. And then the promo code is VALEN, VALEN 15, and we will be emailing this out to everybody as well.
And also, Katie, we have a question about whether Exclusive Group Travel does bulk air with low deposits.
At this present time, we don't, but it is something that we are looking into.
Okay, and Keith, does the...
You cut out, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, does the resort offer scuba diving lessons?
Yes, and that
scuba
can
lessons?
Yeah, they are not complimentary, but we have a water activity area there, and they can arrange it. They will arrange it, yes.
Okay, and a couple more questions. We have time for a couple of more questions. Mm-hmm. What is the commission rate offered to agents?
That is Exclusive Group Travel question.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, Sandy, so we would ask that we'll put any new agents that we're working with in contact with their BDM. We have BDMs all across the country, and they will discuss that together. And I did just want to clarify one little detail. That booking bonus promotion is only for Valentin Imperial Maya bookings. So I'm so sorry that I misspoke, but it is only for that specific hotel who is sponsoring our webinar today.
Fantastic. We'll take one more question. And Katie, could you provide some contact information for our agents who may have more questions about Valentin Maya or anything with Exclusive Group Travel?
Yes, of course. So if anybody has any questions or comments, please feel free to email me. My email address is Katie, Katie, at exclusivegrouptravel.com. So please feel free to contact me if you have any questions about working together, or of course about Valentin Imperial Maya as well. We will certainly get you all the information that you need.
That's great. Thank you for providing that. And one more question for Keith. Are bicycles available to guests?
Yes, they are. Actually, we had a whole fleet of new bicycles last year again, and they are over by the pool. Yes, they can be checked out, and you can ride all over the resort. No problem.
That is wonderful. Everything looks absolutely gorgeous. I think we're all very enthusiastic about working with Exclusive Group Travel and Valentin Imperial Maya. Now, this has been wonderful. I want to thank so much our guests today, Katie Gorga, Inside Sales Manager at Exclusive Group Travel, and Keith Kugler, Business Development Manager for Valentin Imperial Maya. Thank you both so much. This was fantastic.
You are welcome. Yes, thank you for the opportunity. Sal Valentin. True Exclusive Group Travel.
And Keith, thank you so much for being such a great partner. And Sandy, you as well.
Thank you. And thanks so much to our agents for taking time out of your busy day to be with us today. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.